Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV, and here we are with the SFeatleyTV's final word. It's basically my fan cam for Arsenal's game against Watford in the Premier League. We finished Arsenal 1, Watford nil, and we saw Party injured before the game started, so it was a changed sort of lineup in the midfield. If you look at it, we had and he played a different formation yet again. Yet again, Arteta trying something new, right? Not the same system that we could have just easily played if he wanted to. So we had Ramsdale, and then Tomiyasu, Ben White, Gabriel Tavares, Saka on the right again, getting no rest whatsoever. Sammy Lakonga, Maitland-Niles, Smith Rowe, and Lacazette. And people saying Maitland-Niles was man of the match. For me, I didn't think he was man of the match at all. I think he made too many mistakes. He was losing the ball a lot of times. Yes, he's not been a major feature in the Arsenal side, but again, you got to judge it on the performance on the game, and I don't think he was as good as Smith Rowe. I think Smith Rowe is better, to be honest, and the fact he got a goal as well to top it off. And I think Smith Rowe is just going on a level that no one can compete with in a minute. And it's a shame because he gets the rest time he needs. Saka doesn't. Saka has to start every single week, every time. And the problem is he can't sustain it. And if you saw at the end of the game, and it brings me into another point about Martinelli when he came off, he was dead, absolutely dead. And Martinelli coming on for 2 minutes, this manager is taking the piss out of him. He's honestly taking the piss out of him, taking the mick. Like, how embarrassing is it got to be as a young player to get a minute and a half of football in 90 minutes, right? When the game's done. Are you joking? Are you literally having a laugh? Right? Are you trying to take the mick out of him? If I was at Martinelli, I would have just gone, you could dock me my wages. I ain't playing. I ain't coming on. Do one. Right? You do it every time. Right? That is just like, it's just inexcusable. The guy is so talented as well, and you're not using him at all. Right? You're embarrassing him. So if Martinelli goes in the season, I don't blame him whatsoever at all, right? Because he can't sustain being it here, right? People then moan he can't perform when he does play. Well, what do you expect when he doesn't get the game time? So there you go. So I mean, like people want to go off and say, yeah, we're taking games unbeaten in all comps. Let's have a party. Let's like go absolutely overhyped as usual because we've gone games unbeaten. I only count unbeaten records when we actually are unbeaten in the league, and we're not. We've lost three. I don't know if the Arteta in fans didn't actually didn't know that because by the way they were acting, I couldn't see him until September. So they must have obviously thought the season started in September and missed those three games. So that's probably why they think they're unbeaten. But like it's poor. It was poor. Like we had so much possession, and yet we conjured up uh in the end 14 shots and only six shots on target. 6 shots on target. So basically 6 shots that could have scored, right? Out of six at one point we had 71% possession. Like we were dominant in that game, and we had 6 shots on target. Right? Watford had 7 shots and one on target, so at least had some chances as well. Because what's the problem is we get 1-0 up again, and then we fall backwards and we defend on it. We're sitting there in the game against Watford. Watford. We are sitting against Watford, and we are parking the bus for a 1-0 win against Watford. That is the standards I'm supposed to accept. I'm supposed to put up with. Get lost. I am not putting up with that. Right? It's garbage football at its finest, right? And when we play Liverpool and we play teams that actually are great teams and actually have the level that Arsenal should have, right? We are gonna get slapped, right? We are gonna go to Anfield and we're gonna get torn a new one, right? If we don't, and if we actually get a result, right? If we win the game, that's what I said, actually. Not a draw, not a result. Like a draw, not a draw, a win. If we win the game, right, then I could say maybe we've actually gone somewhere and we could actually turn a corner, right? But until then, no, because if you look at the teams we've not played big teams, right? We have played Watford now, right? If I go to Watford now, then it was Leicester, okay. Aston Villa, they've been terrible. Palace, like how we not lose to them, I don't. We should have lost to them. Brighton, like should have lost to them. Tottenham didn't turn up, right? We all say they're crap. We always beat them at home anyway. Burnley can only score by a free kick and 1-0 to Norwich. We could barely score against Norwich, right? It's poor performances against poor teams, right? And yet, when players seem to perform well, they say they're stat padding. But when Arteta plays like this and gets the team to win results like this and do it against small teams, he gets all the credit. It makes no sense. Like these people, they can get overhyped. You fans can get overhyped as much as you want, right? In the end, this manager ain't good enough, right? And he's not going to get me challenging for a league, so I ain't going to change my mind. Simple as that, right? He's got a challenge for the league. Then I'll change my mind, right? And he ain't going to do that. And as for Josh Kroenke, right, saying you've only just started, you should have started 14 years ago when you bought the club, mate, right? When you first put shares in the club, that's when you should have started. Nah, you didn't. Nah, you didn't. You let us rot. You let us rot. So, nah. Like, and you know what? Some people in the fan base actually want to believe them. But yeah, anyway, I mean, it's a joke. It's like the fact people are celebrating this is absolutely a nightmare. Oh Jesus. This is how low our standards are. Honestly. Right. Anyway, we're gonna have to leave it there. But I mean, because if I go on, I'll just moan forever. Um, I will just mention Aubameyang again. Like, I think it was a good penalty save. Right? How the first goal he laid off for Saka was offside, I don't know. But apart from that, disappeared. Disappeared again. Like, not leader, not captain, just disappears. Just turns up, scores a goal, makes everyone think they're actually he's back, and then piss off again. Like, it's not good enough, like, anymore. He needs to go. Same as a lot of these players. But hey, there are Arteta's players. He kept them. He kept them. He got a chance to get rid of them. He kept them. So they are his players, not anyone else's. We're gonna leave it there. But like, we will be doing like your usual content next week over the next international break. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe, hit the share button as well, and we will be back to with another video very soon. But until then, guys, everyone stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you soon.